This is the Phillies POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Philadelphia Phillies. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. A 1 and a 2 and a 3. Just what makes that silly old ant think he could move a rubber tree plant? Everyone knows an ant can't move a rubber tree plant, but Jesus Luzardo is back to being amazing. I still got to work on the lyrics. But anyway, welcome into the show. This is Locked On Phillies POSTCAST. I'm excited. I can't help myself. I'm beside myself with joy when it comes to the fact that the Philadelphia Phillies are able to come out on top of this 3-game series with the Chicago Cubs. It is a saving grace for sanity when it comes to the Phillies being able to take 2 or 3 from the Dodgers earlier in the year and then take 4 out of 6 against the Chicago Cubs. They are a very good baseball team. The Phillies are now 10 games back over 500. That is awesome. Keep that going. We said after game 1, hey, build on it. They didn't. It was 11 innings. They didn't build on it. They squashed in game 2. And then this time they come out for game 3. I was waiting with great anticipation, as I said at the end of yesterday's show. Jesus Luzardo, show me something. Show me that you could go out there on the pitcher's mound at Citizens Bank Park and, not continue a horrific stretch of 20 earned runs allowed over your last 2 starts. So what does he do today? Jesus Luzardo rights the ship, and
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Duh. He is your Locked On Player of the Game. 6 innings today for the Philadelphia Phillies. Jesus Luzardo, 10 strikeouts for Jesus Luzardo today. And how amazing is this? 1 run, 10 strikeouts for today's start. Looking at the numbers overall, that's not it. That's from last night. But looking at the numbers overall for Jesus Luzardo, he was absolutely dealing. Number 1, Ian Happ sits him down with a slider. Tucker sits him down with a 3-2 sweeper. 2nd inning, Horner gets on a slider, a 3-pitch at bat. Shawley sits him down on a changeup in the 2nd inning. Bruhan sets him down on a sweeper. 3rd inning, Happ shut down on a changeup. Suzuki, a changeup. This was amazing. 4th inning, he gets Swanson on a fastball on an 8-pitch bat. He was able to win that battle. That was where I was a little nervous for Jesus Luzardo, but he won that battle. And then he gets Kyle Tucker on a changeup, and he gets Suzuki again, this time on a fastball for his 10th strikeout, and that came in the 6th inning, his last strikeout of the game. So by my count today, 2 sliders, 2 sweepers, 2 changeups, 2 fastballs. He's able to get by 3 fastballs. He's able to get by the Chicago Cubs today to help him to those 10 strikeouts. How about that? And in total, you look at a guy that was just in control in this start. 99 pitches, a little bit high for 6 innings of work, but I will absolutely take it considering those 10 strikeouts, considering he did not walk a batter today, and 5 hits and just 1 measly run squeezed out against him. So Jesus Luzardo, good to see you again. Not only is he the player of the game, he's number 1 in 3 big things. Number 2, Alec Bohm. I have said many times over that Alec Bohm gets a really bad rap in this city. I think it's because he swings at the first pitch often. He's a third baseman who really doesn't hit with a lot of power. He has not really driven in runs at the rate we're used to seeing him drive in runs. He got off to a horrible start this season. That's pretty much why I think people don't really cut him much of a break. But today, 4 RBIs for Alec Bohm, including a 6th home run of the season. He came up with a big swing that you could even term as the turning point of this game. Alec Bohm coming up with the big hit, in particular, 3 RBIs. His first RBI in this game did come on the ground out, just put it in play with the contact there. Saw him come up later in the game. He's able to do some more damage. I certainly think it was a turning point. It was really what put the game out of hand, his 2-run single to center field at the bottom of the 4th inning. Let's go ahead and term it the turning point.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
One thing I noticed from Alec Bohm today, and one thing I noticed from him yesterday also, is that it wasn't necessarily the first pitch that he was making contact on. It was the second pitch he was making contact on. And this two RBI single that he put into center field in the fourth inning for a 6-1 Phillies lead, and really what felt like putting it out of reach there for the Chicago Cubs. Seeing Alec Bohm be able to deliver in that situation, getting a knuckle curve that he just waited on that was held up at the top of the zone from Ben Brown, and he just did exactly what he was supposed to do. It was like a batting practice swing. He just delivered it into center field for the 2-run single. That, to me, was absolutely the turning point. That's when it felt like this was absolutely going to be the Phillies' victory. And Alec Bohm to come up with 4 RBIs, including that 6th home run of the season, that's what you'll want to see from the Phillies' regular third baseman. By the way, that one hit from Alec Bohm, the home run, that came on a splitter that was out over the middle of the plate by Cabrera, and he just got every bit of it. Put it a couple of rows back there for 367 feet for that home run, and the Phillies' 7th and final run of the game. So we got you the first run of the game, your last run of the game, and 2 in between. So Alec Bohm, not too shabby. Then you're also looking at Kyle Schwarber for number 3. He is the leader in the clubhouse. He's the man amongst boys. He's the ask dad. If there was still a daycare club, he's the dad, from the 60s that goes to work, suit and tie, back with a briefcase, that kind of thing. That's Kyle Schwarber. To see him be able to tattoo a baseball the way he did tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, 431 feet, makes you feel pretty damn good. Now, look, he got a home run in that Pirates series. He's able to come out. He got a home run in the Blue Jays series. He got another home run tonight. If this is ice-cold Kyle Schwarber, this is still pretty good. 21 home runs down the season. The third inning there, you just wanted to see this team keep on adding. He had the type of situation there against Ben Brown where he had a 3-1 count. He got a fastball out over the middle of the plate. These are the situations that you dream about for Kyle Schwarber. Give him a 3-0 green light. Give him the 3-1 fastball in the middle of the plate, and he will deposit it beyond the wall between the foul poles somewhere in the outfield for a run. And the umpire is going to put his finger in the air and twirl it, folks, because that ball is a round tripper. I feel great for Kyle Schwarber being able to get that done today. I feel good for everybody in the lineup with the exception of Johan Rojas. Good Lord. Is all this guy going to do at the Major League? Is all they're going to do ask him to bunt? Like, let the guy swing away a little bit here. He's got to learn how to hit at some point. No, I like how they've just treated Johan Rojas like, you just stay at this level of being, Don't try to get any better. Just stay at this level, right here. Don't try to just stay right here. You're just a bunt. You just bunt, and you field the ball in center field. That's all we need you to do. Okay, fella? Thanks. But he was the only member of the Phillies who did not get a hit today. So everybody but Rojas hits. Woohoo! Also, Max Kepler. I have certainly been critical of Max Kepler. Was able to come up for the Phillies, just missing a home run. Just got under a baseball a little bit as part of a big 3-run bottom of the first inning there for the Phillies to drop out to a 3-0 lead. He was able to get the double to center field to bring home Kyle Schwarber after he walked earlier in the inning. He actually got, for a guy that throws a knuckle curve, to see Ben Brown get to, he hit 97 on that fastball I saw to Max Kepler. Good for him. Good for him. Michael Mercado came on in relief, as did Max Luzardo, to close everything out for Jesus Luzardo. And all was right with the world. Phillies were able to close out a 7-2 victory over the Chicago Cubs. So what do we do here? What do we say? Are we back? Oh, we're back, babe. We're back. That's what everyone likes to say after something like this. We are so back. Look, I've told you throughout the entire process, I see the Phillies as a playoff team. When you beat the Dodgers, you beat the Cubs, you still got to play the Dodgers again, but it makes you feel pretty damn good about where you're at as far as playing the upper echelon teams. It's the scariness of playing down to an opponent that really bothers you. It's still going out and beating the Mets. The Phillies take 2 or 3 from the Mets. We're all feeling pretty good about ourselves. That's going to be the ultimate test. But the Mets know how to pitch you. The Phillies could go through another cold spell. So between now and then, will you be playing your best possible baseball? As I mentioned earlier, Phillies now 39-29, 10 games over 500 again. Let's get back to that. Now, after this home series with the Chicago Cubs, they got another 3-game series coming up here against the Toronto Blue Jays. That's going to be a weekend series. So the Phillies take the off day tomorrow, and then they're back at it Friday night at 6:45, 4:05 Saturday, 1:35 on Sunday. Suarez, Sanchez, and Wheeler goes against Gausman, Francis, and Barrios for the weekend. After that, you got a 4-game set with the Miami Marlins. After that, 20th, 21st, and 22nd, you got the dreaded New York Mets. Now, since you faced the Toronto Blue Jays and allowed them to take, the Blue Jays were playing some good baseball going into it. They were coming off a nice series win over the Athletics, and granted, the Phillies did a nice job against the Athletics too, taking 2 of 3. But the Blue Jays were coming in riding a high with a 4-game winning streak. They have continued that after taking 2 of 3 from the Phillies. They have won 2 in a row against the St. Louis Cardinals. They're in the midst of that series again, or right now, at least. They're looking to sweep the Cardinals before coming to Philly. The Blue Jays right now have a 5-2 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning in St. Louis before they head to Philadelphia. They are 7 games over 500, the Blue Jays are, at this point. Phillies are going to have their work cut out for them against a team playing some good baseball. Winning a series like this against an upper echelon team like the Chicago Cubs, obviously a great thing. The Cardinals are also going to have tomorrow off, so they're coming in here just as fresh as the Phillies, minus, I'm sure, a luxury flight. You know what I mean? Phillies just need to keep pouring it on. Simple as that. Keep pouring it on. When we come back, I'll tell you what we'll be talking about tomorrow, what you'll be talking about tomorrow. Also, we'll take your comments on this Phillies win over the thank goodness. Over the Chicago Cubs, we can keep our sanity. That's when we return. This is Locked On Phillies, postcast on the Locked On Phillies YouTube channel. Well, there we go. Monarch Money. You guys have heard me talking a lot about Monarch Money over the last year. Ever check your bank account and wonder, where did the money go? Well, Monarch Money helps you keep track of it all. It's like a personal CFO giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money isn't just a budgeting app. Oh, no. It's a financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, and spending in one place so you stop just managing your money and start building wealth. When I started using Monarch Money, I realized how much money I was spending on food deliveries. I know that can catch up to a lot of us in more ways than one, unfortunately. Managing your money with your partner is also smoother than ever. You can track shared and personal accounts, set goals, and stay on the same page without all the stress. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use promo code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com, promo code LOCKEDONMLB for half off your first year. And how about Supply House? And supplyhouse.com. Get your supplies, the supplies you need from the site made for the skilled trades. Supply House, supplyhouse.com. Whether you're in plumbing, HVAC, or electrical work, Supply House is reliable, and it's the most reliable way to make sure you get all the products online. Their easy-to-use website is packed with helpful resources and the latest product info to help you get the job done right. Plus, with a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts. What? How many parts? Over 200,000? Plus 400-plus top brands. You'll find exactly what you need delivered fast from coast to coast with SupplyHouse.com. Need help with an order? Supply House offers expert support and industry-leading service, so you always talk to a real person. And for the trade professionals looking for that extra edge, their free Trade Master program also offers exclusive perks like dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Thousands of skilled professionals are already taking full advantage. Now it's your turn. Join the Trade Master program today at supplyhouse.com/TM and start ordering plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies with just a few clicks. And also use promo code SH5 for 5% off your first order at supplyhouse.com. Before we get into the chat check, let's talk about what you guys will be kicking around tomorrow.
This is what you'll be talking about.
I still don't get an overwhelming sense of optimism. Maybe I will after we check the chat. But when it comes to a series win against the Cubs, I just think that so many people look at the Phillies right now as this. The Phillies, I think, in the most optimistic mind, the Phillies are a one-and-done playoff series team. They're a wild card team. I think in the most optimistic person, if you talk to everyone on planet Earth about the Phillies, and you ask them about the Phillies, and you say, what's your most optimistic take on the Phillies? Oh, they make the playoffs, but they get bounced out early. I think that is the most optimistic / real take somebody could give. So what do you ask right now of the Phillies? What's the request? The request is be better than that. I don't think anyone's going to come around on the Phillies and be overly optimistic until some move is made. And it's not calling up Michael Mercado. It's not calling up Otto Kemp. It's not Mick Abel. It's probably not even Andrew Painter. You know what it's going to be? Down the line, Andrew Painter. You know what it's probably going to be? It's going to be the trade deadline move. That is where Dave Dombrowski is going to have the ultimate opportunity to turn some heads. Talking about training camp getting underway. Oh, wait, who the Phillies got? They added who to the bullpen? Oh, the Phillies added a left fielder that can mash? What? All right, this is different. Bryce Harper's back with a vengeance? Aaron Nola's reclaimed 7 innings, 2-run fame for like a month? What? Like that's not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying the way it could very well happen, probably the best way for it to happen is new blood comes in here, courtesy of Dave Dombrowski. And not someone's like, oh, yeah, we feel like he could be a platoon left fielder. We feel like he'll be a platoon left fielder. That's my spot-on Dave Dombrowski impression. For the people on the podcast, that wasn't Dave Dombrowski doing a guest hit on POSTCAST. That was just me. Anyway, I look at them as a team that's got to go out there at the trade deadline and do make a significant move. That's the only thing I really do see people looking and go, oh, wait, maybe we should pay attention to this Phillies team now because it ain't the same old song and dance. They just got fill in the blank. Now I feel better about their odds making it through the playoffs, making it to another World Series appearance, and then possibly, maybe, let's get greedy. Another parade down Broad Street, this time courtesy of the Phillies. All right, let's get into the chat check. See how you guys are feeling after this win today for your Phillies and taking 2 or 3 from the Chicago Cubs. Evelyn, what's up, Evelyn? Luzardo, what an incredible performance. Everyone, except Rojas, got a hit. Please, let's keep it going, right? Morgan Landy, Jesus found Jesus, and it's glorious. Well, there you go. And he will raise you up. That was a real banger, man. That was a real knee slapper back in the day. And even today's hits. All right. Bandman 100, Luzardo, like Lazarus, rises. Believe me, I really thought I was racking my brain for the thumbnail to put a title in there that had some kind of pun, some kind of play on words. And I was just like, I can't do it. Chrissy Schwarber, what's going on? Happy Wednesday win. No Mike Mark. Oh, boy. Don't. Okay. All right. My microphone's working. All right. Just, you're freaking me out, man. No, but seriously, thank you. Appreciate you joining the show. Chris Curley. So was he tipping his pitches then? I think so. For something to be so abruptly different, I would think he was tipping his pitches. Scott Lauber wrote about how the Phillies were trying to crack the code and all that. It appears they cracked the code. If it was a dead arm period, you wouldn't go from 20 earned runs over 2 starts to 6 innings, 1 run, especially against a team like the Cubs, who have a pretty damn good lineup. And he did it. 20 earned runs, 2 starts, 1 earned run over 6 innings. Jeremy Von Skyver. Luzardo pitches much better without cornrows, right? Bandman 100. Winning the series against the Cubs could also end up being important. Yes, it could when you talk about the postseason. Oh, Evelyn. Oh, you're too sweet. I'm here for happy singing, Farzy. Thank you. Appreciate Farzetta. Scusi. Everybody needed this bounce back from Luzardo, especially Luzardo, says Schneid to 425. Yes, I concur. Matt Forstater, redemption is the theme, like having a coupon for a discount. There you go. Should have been a Cassie error. Was that the overrun? I'm trying to think back to it. There was so much positive vibes surrounding the Phillies. I have notes that I consult every once in a while, and the notes sometimes are not legible. Was it Horner? Huh. Are you talking about? No, I think it was Lazar. You talking about the play that Cassie could have dove for? Anyway. Jason! WFD, what's going on? Yay, I'm catching a live postcast. Boo, probably no Romano impression today. I'll just say this much, all right? I saw my dear friend Devin Caney at a charity flag football game today for NRG. And she says, she told me, she goes, Mark, I need more Romano impression. I need more Romano impression. I was like, I'm going to tell you what I told my man Jason in the chat. Don't encourage me, because this don't encourage me. You know what? But I can never disappoint Deborah. All right, sorry. I think what's Jeremy Von Scaber got going on? What's going on? I still think the D-backs will leap the frog, or will leapfrog the Phillies for the final wild card spot in the NL West. Oh, NL West is stacked. It's possible. It's possible. I don't even remember where we're at. Oh, there you go, Jason. Thank you. Radio broadcast there said that the Luzardo said after the game he mentioned looking at video and figuring out what he was tipping and how to fix it. So, yeah, seems like it was tipping. That's good because TV had Alec Bohm, I believe it was. Painter got hammered in the minors yesterday, I believe it was. Six earned runs. Goo. Not great. Jason, love the impressions for RC, not just Romano, but it's obviously my favorite. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks, everybody in the chat. You guys are great, as per usual. All right, tomorrow, night off from the Phillies. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will be back with you guys for what do I have tomorrow? Tomorrow, Thursday. Tomorrow I have Locked On 76ers with Keith Pompey. We're breaking down all the latest Sixers news and all that stuff. Getting you ready for the draft coming up in less than 2 weeks as of tomorrow. Less than 2 weeks. 2 weeks right now. And I'll also be doing Locked On Eagles Squad podcast at noon tomorrow. That's Thursday on Locked On Eagles YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You guys are fantastic as per usual. Slagger says, maybe Painter was tipping. We're all tipping. Why are we tipping? All right, that's enough. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You guys are great. Be back with you guys tomorrow. Locked On Eagles Squad podcast, Locked On 76ers podcast as well. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to all things Locked On Sports across all the YouTube platforms of your favorite Philly team. Once again, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.